are likely more interested in the possibility that dinosaurs were tripping. And that's the way it is for the week of February 23rd, 2015. I'm Thom Hartmann on Science and Green News. Welcome back. Thom Hartmann here with you 28 minutes before the hour. I want to share some thoughts of Thomas Jefferson before Judge Roy Moore drops in. Actually, I'll do that. No, actually, we've got Talking Radio News coming up too, don't we? Okay, this is first of all, Ben Franklin. This is what the founders thought of Christianity. Ben Franklin, quote, it's in his autobiography, Toward the Mystery. He said, "I have found Christian dogma unintelligible. Early in life, I absented myself from Christian assemblies." Thomas Jefferson, in his personal diary, February 1st, 1799, he says, "When the clergy addressed General Washington on his departure from the government, it was observed in their consultation that he had never, on any occasion, said a word to the public which showed a belief in the Christian religion. And they thought they should so pen their address as to force him at length to publicly declare whether he was a Christian or not. They did so. However," Jefferson wrote in his diary, "the old fox was too cunning for them. He answered every article of the address, particularly except that which he passed over without notice." And then he added, he says, "Washington never did say a word on the subject in any of his public papers, except in his valedictory letter to the governors of the states when he resigned his commission in the army, wherein he speaks of the benign influence of the Christian religion. I know that Governor Morris, who pretended to be in his secrets in Washington's confidence and believes himself to be so, has often told me that George Washington believed no more in that Christian system than he himself did." The Treaty with Tripoli, 1797, John Adams was president, starts out, "As the government of the United States is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion." This is the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom that Thomas Jefferson authored. This is when he was a member of the House of Burgesses in Virginia. He was a young man in his 20s. It was one of his first major pieces of legislation. And he wrote, "Where the preamble to the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom declares that coercion is a departure from the plan of the holy author of our religion, and an amendment was proposed by inserting the words Jesus Christ, so it should read, a departure of the plan of Jesus Christ, the holy author of our religion. The insertion was rejected by the great majority in proof that they meant to comprehend within the mantle of its protection," maybe the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, "within the mantle of its protection, the Jew and the Gentile, the Christian and the Mohammedan, the Hindu and infidel of every denomination." And then he talks about how the Ten Commandments are not part of British common law and therefore not part of American English law. He says, "Finally, in answer to Fortescue," this is a February 10, 1814 letter to Dr. Thomas Cooper. "Finally, in answer to Fortescue Alon's question why the Ten Commandments should not now be a part of the common law of England, we may say they are not because they never were. Christianity was not introduced until the 7th century, the conversion of the first Christian king of the Heptarchy having taken place around the year 598 and that of the last around 686. Here, then, was a space of 200 years, during which the common law was in existence and Christianity no part of it. We might as well say," Thomas Jefferson wrote, "that the Newtonian system of philosophy is part of the common law, as the Christian religion is. In truth, the alliance between church and state in England has ever made their judges accomplices in the frauds of the clergy, and even bolder than they are. Our judges, too, have lent a hand to further these frauds and have been willing to lay the yoke of their own opinions on the necks of others, to extend the coercions of municipal law to the dogmas of their religion by declaring that these make a part of the law of the land." And he goes on. I got a bunch more quotes here, but just FYI. Okay, all that said, Manna in Bear, Delaware. Is it Manna or Mana?
It's Mana. Can you hear me?
Hey, Mana, what's up?
Tom, I love your broadcast. You really speak truth.
But
And I apologize.